Did you know that there is a mistake that millions of people over the age of 60 make every night, and that it may be silently erasing their brains while they sleep? A mistake so common that many doctors don't even ask about it during routine checkups. The research is alarming. 83% of people with cognitive decline exhibit this same harmful nighttime pattern. And most shocking, this seemingly harmless habit may be accelerating memory loss by up to 3 times, according to studies from Stanford University. The good news? This nighttime brain damage is completely reversible when you know the right solution. Today, I'm going to reveal not only what this silent mistake is that you probably make every night, but also the precise protocol to reverse its effects, even if you're over 60. Hello, I'm Dr. Sofia Martin, a neurologist specializing in brain and cognitive health with over 20 years dedicated to helping people maintain an active mind and strong memory, especially those over 60. Throughout my career, I have focused on discovering natural, scientifically proven methods to promote mental well-being and protect our most valuable resource, the brain. My approach combines the latest advances in neuroscience with practical strategies that anyone can implement at home. I have witnessed true miracles when my patients apply the correct protocols to restore brain health. Watch this video until the end, as I will reveal exactly what nighttime mistake is silently damaging your brain and the complete 5-step protocol we have developed in our clinic to reverse its effects. And please comment on which country or city you are watching from. This helps me better understand who is receiving this vital information. I'll share real stories from patients who completely reversed cognitive decline after identifying this nighttime mistake. This information could literally save your mental independence and quality of life, or that of someone you love. In the next few minutes, you'll discover a truth that few conventional doctors know. According to recent data from the World Health Organization, more than 300 million people worldwide suffer from some degree of cognitive decline, and this number is expected to double by 2040. What's most alarming is that today, more than 60% of people over the age of 60 experience some form of brain impairment without realizing it. Why? Because the decline is slow and silent, often attributed to normal aging. But here's the truth that few professionals admit. Much of this decline is not normal or inevitable. It is caused by specific nighttime habits that damage the brain while we sleep. And the most tragic thing is that many people spend years undergoing ineffective treatments without ever addressing this fundamental cause. The consequences go far beyond mere occasional confusion. We're talking about the gradual loss of your independence, your dignity, your most precious memories, and your emotional connection to your loved ones. The urgency to act now could not be greater, especially if you have already noticed the first signs of forgetfulness that many consider normal. To understand how this nighttime mistake affects your brain, we first need to understand what happens during healthy sleep. Think of your brain as a sophisticated city. During the day, this city is in full swing, generating waste and pollution, which in the brain are toxic proteins such as beta amyloid and tau, associated with serious cognitive problems. At night, when we sleep properly, something extraordinary occurs that scientists call the glymphatic system. Think of it as this city's nighttime cleaning service. This system becomes up to 90% more active during deep sleep, eliminating toxins and performing essential repairs on neurons. A groundbreaking study from the University of Rochester has shown that during quality sleep, the brain literally shrinks slightly, opening channels for cerebrospinal fluid to flow and wash away accumulated toxins. Here's the problem. The nighttime mistake that many people make drastically disrupts this cleaning process. When this happens, it's as if the city's cleaning service is prevented from working night after night. Toxins accumulate, neural connections deteriorate, and communication between different regions of the brain, essential for memory and cognition, begins to fail. The neurotransmitter adenosine, which is critical for regulating sleep cycles, is particularly affected by this nighttime mistake, creating a vicious cycle of fragmented sleep and inadequate brain cleansing. Have you ever wondered why some people maintain sharp minds at 90, while others begin to decline at 60? The difference often lies in this nighttime process of brain regeneration. How can you tell if this nighttime error is affecting your brain? Watch for these warning signs, which usually appear in the following order. First, you begin to notice difficulty remembering names or words that once came easily, that feeling of having something on the tip of your tongue. Second, you realize that you wake up without feeling truly rested, even after what seemed like a full night's sleep. Third, your ability to concentrate during the day decreases, and you find yourself needing to reread paragraphs or losing track of the conversation. Fourth, your creativity and problem-solving skills seem less sharp, and tasks that were once simple now require more mental effort. Fifth, you notice subtle mood swings, unexplained irritability or increasing anxiety, especially at the end of the day. Sixth, friends or family members begin to comment on forgetfulness that you yourself do not notice. And finally, you begin to avoid complex social situations or intellectual challenges for fear of not being able to keep up. Does this sound familiar? These signs are often ignored or attributed to age, when in fact they may be direct consequences of this nighttime mistake that is compromising the cleansing and regeneration of your brain. Have you experienced any of these symptoms? Comment below. The time has come to reveal the nighttime mistake that is silently damaging your brain. Exposure to blue light before bedtime, combined with the use of electronic devices at bedtime. This may seem trivial, but the science is unequivocal. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Neuroscience showed that exposure to blue light emitted by televisions, cell phones, tablets, and even certain LED lamps for just 2 hours before bedtime reduces melatonin production by up to 70%. Melatonin is not just the sleep hormone. It is a powerful neuroprotector that activates the brain's glymphatic cleansing system. When its production is suppressed, the neural regeneration process is severely compromised. Researchers at Harvard University have found that adults over the age of 60 are particularly vulnerable to this effect, as they naturally produce less melatonin with advancing age. The combination of advanced age and exposure to blue light creates a perfect storm for accelerated cognitive decline. Here is the precise protocol to reverse this damage. First, establish a strict digital curfew of at least 2 hours before bedtime. No screens, no exceptions. Second, replace all the light bulbs in your bedroom and bathroom with amber or orange-red versions, which do not suppress melatonin. Third, if you absolutely must use electronic devices at night, install blue light filters on your devices and wear blue light blocking glasses, which reduce exposure by up to 99%. Fourth, create a nighttime ritual that signals to your brain that it's time to produce melatonin. A warm bath, reading on paper, never e-readers, or guided meditation. This protocol activates what we call the nighttime neural regeneration cascade, allowing your brain to perform the critical cleaning and repair work it was designed to do. Literally, thousands of neural connections can be restored or strengthened in a single night of optimized sleep. And the most extraordinary part? The benefits can begin to be felt in as little as 7 days, with significant improvements in memory and mental clarity after just 4 weeks, regardless of your current age. Let me share the story of Carlos, a 73-year-old college professor from a small coastal town. When Carlos came to me, he was experiencing such significant cognitive decline that he feared he would have to retire from the job he loved. His lectures, once captivating and fluid, had become a constant challenge. He forgot students' names, got lost during explanations, and spent hours preparing lessons that once flowed naturally. Most concerning was that Carlos had already consulted several specialists and undergone extensive testing without finding answers. That's when we discovered his nighttime habit. After dinner, he would spend hours preparing his classes on the computer, often until just before bedtime. In addition, he slept with the television on as background noise. We implemented the anti-blue light protocol rigorously. In the first 2 weeks, Carlos reported feeling more rested, but without major cognitive changes. It was in the 3rd week that the transformation began. His wife was the first to notice. It's as if a fog is lifting. After 2 months, Carlos regained 90% of his verbal fluency and ability to teach without detailed notes. His parting words to me at our last appointment were, "Dr. Sofia, I wasn't losing my mind. I was just preventing it from clearing itself properly every night. Another patient, Mariana, aged 65, lived in constant fear of developing the same dementia that had affected her mother. Her memory lapses had become so frequent that her children were already considering hiring a caregiver. What did we discover? Like many people of her generation, Mariana had a habit of falling asleep watching the news on her tablet every night to stay informed. Just 6 weeks after implementing the anti-blue light protocol, her children canceled their search for a caregiver. "Mom is back," her daughter said with tears in her eyes. Although the blue light protocol is safe for most people, some precautions are important. People with seasonal affective disorder or depression should consult a doctor before drastically reducing their exposure to light, as natural morning light is essential for regulating mood. Individuals with specific eye conditions, such as retinitis pigmentosa, should be cautious about blue light blocking glasses and consult an ophthalmologist. Those taking photosensitizing medications also need personalized medical advice. It is important to remember that, although natural, this protocol is powerful and can affect other biological rhythms. People with diabetes, for example, may notice changes in their morning blood sugar and will need to monitor these levels carefully. What is natural also needs to be respected and implemented correctly. If you have ever had any adverse reactions to changes in sleep or lighting patterns, please share in the comments so we can address specific concerns. Here is the complete 5-step protocol to reverse brain damage caused by exposure to blue light at night. Step 1. Implement a nighttime digital detox. Turn off all electronic devices 2 hours before bedtime. Replace internet browsing and social media with reading, personal conversations, or relaxing hobbies such as knitting or puzzles. Remove televisions and computers from the bedroom permanently. Step 2. Transform your nighttime environment. Install amber or red-orange light bulbs throughout the path between the social areas of the house and the bedroom. Use dimmers to gradually reduce light intensity as the night progresses. Consider blackout curtains to eliminate urban light pollution. Step 3. Optimize natural melatonin production. Eat foods rich in tryptophan for dinner, such as eggs, chicken, or nuts, as this is the precursor to melatonin. A small amount of complex carbohydrates aids absorption. Add an infusion of chamomile, tart cherry, or kiwi before bed, all of which have been shown to increase natural melatonin. Step 4. Reset your circadian rhythm. Expose yourself to direct sunlight for at least 30 minutes in the morning, preferably before 10 o'clock. This morning exposure resets your biological clock and enhances the contrast with nighttime darkness. Maintain regular sleep and wake times, even on weekends. Step 5. Implement a neural deceleration ritual. Create a consistent sequence of relaxing activities that signal to your brain that it is time to prepare for restful sleep. Start with a warm bath, which temporarily raises your body temperature, whose subsequent drop induces sleep, followed by 10 minutes of breath-focused meditation, and end with 5 minutes of handwritten, never digital gratitude. Perform this complete protocol for 21 consecutive days to establish new neurological patterns. The time investment is minimal, considering the profound benefits to your brain and quality of life. What we're talking about here goes far beyond just improving sleep or memory. We're talking about protecting the essence of who you are. Our brain is not just an organ. It is the guardian of our most precious memories, our personality, the moments that have defined our lives. When we allow this nightly mistake to continue night after night, we are not just risking our ability to remember names or shopping lists. We are compromising our ability to recognize the faces we love, to remember the stories that shaped us, to feel the joy of a life well lived. Like Dr. Sofia Martin, I have dedicated more than 20 years of my life to helping people protect their minds. And I can say with absolute conviction that it is never too late to start. I have patients in their 80s who have implemented this protocol and experienced remarkable improvements in just 1 month. Remember, your brain is extraordinarily resilient. It wants to heal itself. It wants to thrive. It just needs the right conditions to do the work it was designed to do while you sleep. As we say in our clinic, take care of your brain at night, and it will take care of you during the day. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with someone over the age of 60 who could benefit from this information. Knowing about this nighttime mistake could literally save the mental independence of someone you love. In the comments, in addition to telling me what city or country you are watching from, I would like to know, did you already suspect that blue light could be affecting your brain in this way? Or was this information completely new to you? In upcoming videos, I will reveal other critical factors that affect brain health after age 60, including a specific nutrient that 90% of older adults do not consume in sufficient quantities. Thank you so much for taking the time to care for your brain health. Remember, your mind is your greatest treasure, and it deserves all the protection it can get. See you in the next video.